going to start with breaking news, and this isn't fun news, but Warriors star Jimmy Butler, in case you missed it, was helped off the court with a right knee injury at the 7:41 mark of the third quarter of Monday's game against his former Miami team. Shams reported shortly after that Jimmy has suffered a season-ending torn right ACL. Steph saying it's kind of funny he was still cracking jokes over there while he was on the ground in true Jimmy fashion. He's always going to have a good time no matter the situation. Steve Kerr saying, assuming we'll be without him for a little bit, we're going to miss him. We got a lot of players who can play, and we're showing our depth right now. First and foremost, just your reaction, guys, to this. Jimmy will be 37 this year, and he has already since taken to social media saying he will be back before you know it.
No, Richard don't fucking have to go first all the time. If it was an Achilles injury, I would be nervous and I'd be scared. ACL, yes, I mean it's still a serious injury, but Jimmy Butler, a guy that doesn't really rely on athleticism for his playing above the rim like that, 5-6 months he'll be back to normal. Again, I came back in 5 or 6 months, you know what I'm saying? At the time, 6'10", 285. So if I could do it, anybody could do it. So
well, were you 37 years old?
Anyone can do it. That is a fair assessment. I think it's crazy. Your first thought goes to Jimmy. Prayers, those injuries, especially. I turned on the game. Channing and I were all sitting there. He turned on the game, and it was like right after the injury. So we went to Twitter to check it out. And then your next thought goes to who?
Steph.
Your next thought goes to Steph after Jimmy. And so that's the part that's like, okay, we know something's going to happen with Kuminga before the deadline. That was, you would imagine something along those lines. So what do they get that can at least make them competitive next year? And then you go into next season, which imagine, again, Steph's got 2-3 more years at peak Steph. So I don't think that this is the end of the Warriors. I think this year it would make it tough for them to do anything really substantial. But I don't think this is the end of the Warriors' run.
I just think we're not the severity of that. So you're going to say to Steph, hey, Steph, we're just going to let this happen to be whatever it is this year. And then you're going to say, we're going to also double down and bet on Jimmy, who's been injury prone, who's now had an ACL at the age of 37, 38. And then that's the team we're going to go back to bat with next year? I just don't think that makes sense. If I'm the Warriors, I got to make aggressive moves this year, even if it sets us back based on what they've already said about Steph's window closing. To me, you got to be even more aggressive. You don't know what you're going to get out of Kuminga. If you got to take on a bad contract or two just to go for it, if you're going to do right by Steph Curry. And if you really think they have a chance, or else you got to say, Steph, this ain't it this year.
It's time.
Elaborate.
No, it's time. It's time. Look, it's the perfect timing. If I'm Steph right now, I'm getting my light-skinned ass, green eyes, and I'm picking up the fucking phone. And you know who I'm calling? I'm calling Giannis and saying, hey, man, what are you waiting on? Damn it, I need you and you need me. Let's make it happen right now. So when you talk about the salary and what the Bucks will want to give up Giannis, talk about the picks. Golden State got first round picks. And if you're Giannis and you talk about winning championships, and we talk about that window closing, it's perfect timing. And again, I said it before on here, I'm gonna say it again. No one is going to be mad at Giannis Antetokounmpo if he wants out of Milwaukee. No one should have a damn thing to say about it. Now, remember, hey man, they lost that 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals to you guys. Shout out RJ, shout out Shannon, shout out Allie. All y'all was in Cleveland at the time. And guess what? Who got in the car and called Kevin Durant? Draymond. Motherfucker, hey, put your pride aside, make that call. I guarantee you, if it's anybody that Giannis Antetokounmpo would listen to, and he would want to act on it, let Steph call his motherfucking phone. Remember, it was what was it, 2-3 All-Stars ago, maybe a little longer, when they was doing the captains and they was picking. Who Giannis picked first?
Steph.
Was it Dame? I think was it Dame? Did he pick Dame too? I feel like
no, but he wanted. But what I'm saying is he made sure that he wanted to get Steph Curry.
Look, this is the thing. I don't know how it all works out. We can't just say, "Hey, Giannis, straight." We don't know the assets. We don't know. I don't know that. Perk, can I at least say that? Jeez, hush. What I'm saying is, I don't know all of that. I don't know how all of that works, and what again. Just because you want to buy something doesn't mean it's up for sale. That's something that.
That's a Rob Pelinka line.
I can't even repeat that quote. That's Rob Pelinka. That was Rob Pelinka. They were asking him about all the deals. He's like, just because you want to buy something don't mean it's for sale. And I think that's real. So it's like with everything in the NBA does not revolve around quote unquote the superstars as much as people think. The whole NBA is not going to be like, hey, we need to maximize Steph's last year. They're not trying to give Steph like that a monster. They're not trying to give. That's why the Luka to the Lakers thing was so crazy, because it's like, how are you helping the Lakers? People ain't necessarily lining up to help Steph. Giannis can say whatever he wants. I don't know either of them in that space, but ultimately that might not be the best move for the Milwaukee Bucks. So we don't know. Yes, would Giannis and Steph be a great pairing, especially in the latter third of Steph's career? 100%. But I don't know how feasible that is to just make it happen.
What you mean? Giannis, if Giannis walks into the front office of the Milwaukee Bucks and say, I want to go to Golden State, the Milwaukee Bucks owe that to Giannis to make sure that they get him to the destination that he wants to go. And I'm pretty sure that the Milwaukee Bucks would do right by Giannis.
There is nothing that Golden State has. What? Unless his name rhymes with Neff Nuri. Like, there ain't no, you're not giving me Kuminga and 37-year-old Jimmy Butler who's coming off an injury, Draymond. Hell no. For Giannis? No, I ain't doing right by you. You stuck here with me, brother.
It's the picks, fool.
No, I don't care about no picks. Give me something back.
See, right
but
there.
You're giving him Giannis, who's going to be good. What he picks don't mean shit.
But what you're not understanding.
Now, you got to give me something. Hey, you're going to be stuck here with me in Milwaukee. Come get your statue and shut the hell up.
Let me educate you a little bit. You got to realize in these next 2, 3, 4 draft classes that's coming up, it's nothing but franchise players that's coming through them. So if you're Milwaukee, you're saying instead of being stuck in the middle, because we all can agree that this relationship has run its course and both Milwaukee and Giannis is just holding on for dear life. It's nothing that the Milwaukee Bucks could do at this trade deadline to put the pieces around Giannis to make them a contender. It's nothing that they could go out there and do. Can they go out and be a playoff team? You go add some pieces? Possibly, but to actually go and compete, it's nothing that they could do. So what I'm saying is that if you could get back and end this relationship right now and look forward towards the future, damn it, you do that.
Okay, real quick. We're going to the chat there because I've seen a couple of people, and again,
I don't even look in the chat. I look at it.
That's good. That's good. Perk. You stay out of the chat.
Wait. There's a couple of people in here that's like, oh, Steve Kerr, and it's like, hey, look, you in the wrong chat if you're going to be talking bad about Steve Kerr. Let me just be very, very clear. Maybe you can get Perk's chat. You can have
an opinion.
It's not the right one.
It's not the right one. That's what I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to say. Steve Kerr is one of the best coaches in the league. If you guys want to, if the argument is Steve Kerr versus Kuminga, and y'all are trying to choose like that dynamic, let me help you out. Steve Kerr is one of the best coaches in this league. He's been proven a winner. The man's got 10 championships? Shut up. If you think you know more than somebody with 10 championships, as a player, played with Michael Jordan, played with Tim Duncan, multiple iterations of this Warriors team. If you think you know more than that man and his experience, then we can't have a conversation. I'm not saying he's perfect. But who you gonna go get with a better resume?
Can I add context for you, Rich?
Please.
Just last week, The Athletic posted a survey, top 40 leaders in sports. Guess who not only was on the list, but voted number 1?
Who?
Steve
Kerr. This is what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
You don't have to agree with every move or this and that. But we can't say he don't play the young guys when you see Quentin Post, when you see Pajemski, when you see Moses Moody. Yes, the Kuminga situation has reached a space where the dynamic is very, very difficult because he has a style of play. It might not always work with the way that Steph and the ball movement. But to say he don't play the young guys. But let's be very, very clear. There is not a coach, maybe in all of professional sports, that won. He won 2 with the Spurs. I think he won 5 as a player. He won 3 with the Bulls, 2 with the Spurs. Then he wins as a coach. There is not another coach with a resume as a player, as an understanding. There is nothing. There's nobody out there. He is one of the great coaches in American history. And we're going to get up in arms about the dynamic with Kuminga? Come on, let's grow up.
Shout out Bill Russell.
Shout out Bill Russell.
Shout out Bill Russell. We are going to move forward. I do just want to put a bow on this because it started with the breaking news of Jimmy Butler. His agent adding a little bit to this, saying he called it a gut punch, but maintained, I've known for over 10 years now, that Jimmy is going to win a championship before he is done. My belief in that is still unwavering. Again, as you guys mentioned, prayers to Jimmy. Like nothing sucks more, and you guys know the ultimate competitor that he is.